Santos is a red, but will he be the only red? Find out. Let's get into the latest Forest transfer news. Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are, whatever time of day you're watching this. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to your latest Nottingham Forest transfer news. In today's video, we're going to tell you everything, and buckle up, sit down, get the popcorn out. But let me start by saying this. Happy clappers. Come. This is a safe space. This is your type of video. This is where you and I become one, because I today am joining you as Nottingham Forest get business done. So come, take a seat, give us a hug, and let's get on with the news. And if you are a happy clapper today, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Forest Fan TV, and let me know that you are by typing happy clapper in the comments down below. And don't forget as well to go check out Football Prizes, a one-year shirt. Let's not forget our great players that are still here whilst we're signing all these beautiful South Americans. And finally, thank you to everyone who's voted for us in the FCA Awards. If you haven't and you want to, the link's in the description below. Chuck us in Best Premier League Content Creator, Best New Content Creator, and of course, beat the drop for Best Podcast. All right, we got so much to talk about. Let's get into the news. All right, guys, so item number one on the agenda, of course, is SCN. Sorry, it's just what Charlie said earlier. If you haven't checked out our in-depth breakdown of Santos, our boy Charlie from Blue Brothers came on and told us all we need to know about him. The video's on the channel. We'll post it up somewhere for you guys to find. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to use YouTube by now. But Santos is a red. It is a loan deal. It will go until June, but it is a loan with no obligation to buy and no option to buy. This is basically, it's good in a way and it's bad in a way, because we always fall in love with our loan players. Last year it was Hendo. Last year it was Lodi. The year before we had Davis, we had Jimmy Garner, we had all the other ones, Max Lowe, even though he wasn't that great. But so many times we are falling in love with loan players, and I predict potentially we'll be falling in love with yet another Brazilian. It wouldn't be Forest in the Premier League if we weren't falling in love with one. But I'm not going to go into too much detail about the player, because as I mentioned, we've already discussed that with Charlie. Thank you again, Charlie. So make sure you go check that out if you haven't watched it already. But I want to talk about the structure of the deal. And for me, there's a lot of sense behind this. Take out the heartstrings and how we're going to have our hearts broken, and just think about it logically. Obviously, Forest had bigger targets in mind that they wanted as CDM. CDM clearly has been a priority position, and they haven't been able to get them over the line. So rather than do a Manchester United and panic and buy the first thing you find on the supermarket shelf, they've done something really good here. Got someone on loan, a young developmental CDM, who I think is going to be fantastic in the Premier League. And that gives them time to establish ourselves further for another year and then go in after the big guns. Maybe Sangare next year is on the agenda. Maybe Fofana wants to come next year. It just buys Forest time. And being alone, it's free, so to speak. And also, he's 19 years old, so he's not going to impact the squad in terms of the 25-man squad. Again, tick that box. But will he play? Will he play is the question. And the answer, in my opinion, it has to be yes. I will be surprised if Chelsea have released him without some kind of assurances from Forest that he will get first team football. So I do expect to see him. However, has he registered in time for Manchester United tomorrow? I think the answer is yes. From what I've been hearing, it was really close. So if he's missed it, they've missed it by a minute. Remember, a player has to be registered by 12 p.m. if the game's on Saturday, on the Friday. And it was nip tuck. But I think the guys down at Forest got it done in time. Now, will he just be chucked straight into the team tomorrow? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll discuss that tonight on Grumpy Old Reds. You guys literally don't need to leave your sofas for the rest of the afternoon. You've obviously got this video. I'm going to show you some highlights reel on Santos straight after this from the High Press, FFTV High Press, so make sure you check that out. We've got the Predictor stream at 4:45. Then we're going straight into the FPL stream on FFTV Premier League. And then at 7 p.m, we've got Grumpy Old Reds preview, player talk, all of it. It's going to be fun tonight. It's going to be busy. So please do make sure you've hit that like button and subscribed. So, will he get chucked in? We'll discuss that tonight. But is he good enough for the Premier League? And in my opinion, 100% yes. I really, as I mentioned on the stream yesterday, was heavily impressed with him during that summer series in the USA with Chelsea. And I'm so happy, Clapper, today because I just wanted a CDM through the door. This team has been crying out for a CDM. And a CDM who's progressive is just an added bonus. He can play in the double pivot. He can play as an out-and-out 6. This is exactly what we need if we couldn't get the likes of Sangare. So get your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know, you happy with Santos? Another Brazilian coming in. It's starting to feel good again. It is Nottingham Rainforest all over again. All right, let's carry on. But why move away from the Brazilian theme when we can stay literally in South America? And Murillo, the tank that we told you about a week or so ago, look at that picture of him. Look at the size of those shoulders. The 21-year-old from Corinthians who wants to come to England, who wants to come to Nottingham Forest, has agreed personal terms with the clubs. And let's take this a step further. The clubs have now rumoured to have agreed a fee of about 13 million euros plus some add-ons. That comes to 11 million pounds there or thereabouts. Now, if this agreed fee is correct, this is a bargain. I am telling you, the Corinthians fans, and shout out to Martin, are pissed. They do not want him to go. The Corinthians are in financial trouble, and this is going to help alleviate some of that pain. And they don't want him to go. And that's the kind of player you want. You want this young Brazilian, obviously, player who is still a prized asset for a club where they don't want to lose him. It's not a piece of deadwood that they're trying to get rid of. This is the way Forest should be doing their business right now. And this guy is exactly what we need. Left-footed, plays left-sided, but can probably play in either position. Again, we'll get into how does he slot in. Will it be in a 3-back? Will it be in a 4-back? Will it be next to Nia Kate? Who knows? We'll cover that off on tonight's stream on Grumpy Old Reds. But this one is seriously close. There's strong reports, strong sourcing on all of this. And I expect this one to be done quite quickly. Forest are running out of time in the window. And I've got to make a massive shout out to our boy, George Cyrinos, who has just come in like a wrecking ball, man. He's shown Ross Wilson how things should be done. And this guy should never have been let go of in the first place. And I'm so happy he's back in. And, you know, the proof is in the pudding. And also to our scouts out in South America, this is great work happening from them. The networking of Forest is improving. We're starting to show signs of being not just a Premier League club on the pitch, but one off the pitch as well. And this is starting to, oh my God, is this what it feels like to be a happy clapper 24/7? My God, no wonder they're so addicted to it. Anyway, he's coming in. And I would chuck him straight in. I really would. I rate him that highly. But what do you guys think about him? Get your thoughts in the comments down below. All right, let's move on. Like, seriously, what a day. It's like, you know, they say London buses, man. Nothing comes in 2. This is Forest buses, man. And they don't come in 2s. They comes in like 4s and 5s at the moment. So let's say, just take a quick breather, guys. Breathe in that happy clapper air. Let it back out. While you're doing that, obviously make sure that you've hit the like button, because this isn't even the most exciting of the stories yet. This is the one that has really got me going. This guy is one of my favorite players. Like, genuinely, I love this guy, Acuna. The fact he's being linked with us is ridiculous. He is so good. He is so experienced. I mean, is it bad enough that Forest got themselves one World Cup winner? We're about to double down. He's also won the Europa League last season with Sevilla. Okay, he's 31 years old, but I am telling you, this guy is good. This guy, like, he would have been on my shopping list, but I would have never thought that Forest would have the balls to go for this level of a player. And at his price at 13 million, I know he's 31, but that's still young. I mean, Felipe's 34 and he's the best defender in the Premier League. It doesn't matter. But at left back, he is going to have to get up and down, and he has that ability to do it. He's always been consistent in his pace. Even when he's got into his 30s, his pace hasn't diminished. Maybe there is a cliff edge coming, but I would expect that to be 2 or 3 years down the line. And he's just pure pedigree and pure class. And I'm sure there's a few FIFA players out there, and they'll remember his FIFA 22 ridiculous card from the World Cup. What was it? The World Cup or whatever it was? No, it was the Copa America. What a card that was. Anyway, we digress. This guy, if we can bag him, then literally stand up and applaud, because Lodi who is what I would say off the back of this one. Argentinian, he's going to love our away kit. Obviously, he's got his boy right back, him left back. Oh my God, just think of this back line now. We've gone from this time last year, having Cook, Worrell and McKenna, to potentially Acuna. I don't know. I don't know if you want. Let's do it in a 5, just for the hell of it. Niakate, Murillo, Felipe, and then Gonzalo, Murillo. Not Murillo. Murillo. I can't. That's a defense. That's an absolute solid defense. And then let's unleash our attack. Let's unleash Alanga. Let's unleash Jono. Let's unleash Morgan Gibbs-White. And let's unleash Awonyi. And then put behind them Santos and Danilo. Oh my God. That's actually 12 players. I don't know. It's Cooper's problem. I'm not going to lie. Not my issue. Cooper, good luck. But this player, just coming back to Acuna, wanted by Villa. Obviously, Emre is a fanboy of him. That in itself should give you confidence in his ability. They were looking at 13 million. Didn't happen. Forest sweeping in. Now, there are rumours, again, shout out to Martin, that he's got some hamstring issues. Could that slow this process down? Maybe. But this should be Forest #1's target if there are no issues. And I've probably just brought you guys crashing down by saying that. Now, the other one that we talked about yesterday was Zaidu Sanusi from Porto, lightning fast. Bit more expensive at 15 million euros. And Forest are interested in him. And maybe because of this hamstring thing, this is what they're looking at. Acuna double check calls okay. If not, fall back onto Sanusi. So there are options. But Sanusi is nowhere near the levels of Acuna. I do rate him attacking wise. Defensively, he has a few questions to answer. But the fact that Forest are looking at these players, for me, just excites me beyond belief. And I'm now starting to look at this team. And for all of those of you who doubted when I said 7th, yeah, who's questioning me now? But this is where we are currently, guys. Forest are just getting the business done. Georgie boy George, the legend, coming in, cracking the whip, getting things moving, and things are looking fantastic right now. I'm really going into this Manchester United game tomorrow with a real buzz. This time yesterday, I was annoyed with the transfer market. I'm still trying to figure out yesterday why Gonzalo has come in. We got like 5 right backs. Forget that, man. Who cares with the players we're currently signing? Maybe it does mean Aurier is going. We don't know. We're just going to have to watch this space. This is suddenly turning into the most exciting week this summer with Forest. And there's still probably more to come. We still need a backup keeper. We still maybe need a backup striker to Awonyi. There's still business to be done. Waka waka. That's all I'm going to say. Guys, take a quick break. Well, don't take a quick break. I'm going to chuck you over now to a highlights reel from Santos so you guys can check him out for yourselves and see what a beast he is. Then don't forget, 4:45, get your asses back here because we're going straight into the Predictor League. And then from that, we got the Fantasy Premier League with Ez on FFTV Premier League. And then, of course, at 7 o'clock, we'll top it all off with a Gore stream because there is a football match. Let's not forget tomorrow at 3 p.m. with Manchester United. If you've enjoyed the video, if you're a happy clapper, hello, welcome back. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. And we'll see you on the live stream. And if anything else breaks, we'll bring it to you. Come on, you Reds.